course, you're going to be using the fonts that are listed here for your projects. These are wonderful fonts that you should have if you have the Adobe programs, Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop, either on a Mac or a PC. What you'll want to do is go into those programs and look in your fonts list to see if you have them, or you can also go into your system folder on your hard drive and just check to see that you have all of these fonts. If you don't have Helvetica New specifically, but you just have Helvetica, for instance, that's fine. Also Times, you don't have to have the New Roman, but if you have some sort of Times font, that's fine as well. If you don't have one or more of these fonts, make a list of them and then contact your instructor to let them know that you don't have them, but you're also going to be responsible for going to get them as best you can and installing them onto your system. You shouldn't have a problem if you have the Adobe programs, which I believe you do. But if you don't have certain of the fonts, you can go online and in a search engine such as Google, you can type in free font downloads. You certainly can go on to typography websites and pay for the fonts, and that's probably best in the long run. However, in many cases we don't want to have to pay for these, so you can look for free font download websites. The only thing about these sites is DaFont, for instance, is a wonderful website, but it tends to be more decorative and whimsical fonts that are not specifically that helpful for many art projects, design projects. They're fun and they're good for certain types of uses, but they're not considered really commercial and viable design fonts. So you might find some things you can use on there, but generally speaking you're going to have to seek elsewhere for more of the traditional fonts. This website here, allfonts.com, and you can note the URL up here and go to it, will help you to get some Helvetica fonts, for instance, that are reasonable facsimiles of the typeface, and I'm sure your instructor, make sure to check with them, but they will probably be fine with you using the facsimiles, okay? So you'll want to read through the page, and the link to download these is very small. I do want to point your attention to something here. When you open up a page like this, you will often see a big button that says download, and you want to be careful of these because this is actually an ad for something else. It's a zip folder, and if you click on it you get something else, and they pay for this space, and I can actually turn this off and hide it, but just be aware of the fact that there are going to be ads on these pages. The link for these Helvetica clones, so to speak, is way down at the bottom of this page here, okay? And Swansea seems to be a pretty good facsimile of Helvetica. So we click down here on this button, and on my Mac it downloads to my desktop, and if you have a PC it will probably download to your downloads folder, and you'll get a zip file like this. Double click on it to extract it and you'll get the folder. You can then delete that. Okay, inside this folder are all of the fonts that you'll then be installing into your fonts folder on your computer, and you close up the folder, and to install the fonts you install the entire folder. And here are two websites that you can go to. Note the URL up here. This one is for a Mac, and it shows you how to go in and install the fonts. It's really very simple, dragging it to the right folder. This website here, a WikiHow website, will show you how to install to your Windows system, and there's 3 different methods depending upon the operating system that you have. So choose the one that you've got, follow the directions, and usually you have to restart your computer after the fonts are installed for them to be visible in your programs. So good luck with your font search and installation, and just remember you need to have all of these to do your coursework. So good luck.